Good day, good day, good day, Crowd1 members and those new members who are looking forward to joining Crowd1 this year. We are over 1.1 million members, and this year, 2020, we are going to totally disrupt the network marketing business. As I'm talking to you, in the words of the CEO, this will be the last network that you will ever join in your life, because Crowd1 is not going anywhere. Its vision extends beyond 60 years. Good day, my name is Austin Menzimoyo Senior Shashe. I'm the publisher of Khanyisa newspaper based in Mpumalanga in South Africa, and I'm going to be presenting Crowd1 to you today. Please remember to subscribe below for updated presentations. Subscribe right now before you continue with the presentation. Our slogan says impossible is nothing, and indeed impossible is nothing, and in life you always need to have a plan B. The society will advise you to go to school, read only textbooks, get a job, work 40 hours a week for a lifetime, get married, get in debt, work to pay off that debt and have kids, and then at 60 you retire and die. Wow, what a pathetic lifestyle that is. But society doesn't see anything wrong with that. The CEO's advice, on the other hand, says go to school if you want to. Also read self-empowering books, start a business, hustle for 80 hours a week for a few years, hire employees to push your vision, travel the world, and you will meet a boss lady, marry a boss lady, have boss children, and you retire at age 35. Life begins at 40. That's where the phrase comes from. Now, Crowd1 is going to change your life in a few months if you really participate in building this crowd. There's a lot of things that we are offering, as you can see there. But let's stay on, and I will carry you on and show you what Crowd1 has to offer. Money has left the offices. Now money is on the streets of network marketing, and Crowd1 is going to disrupt this industry big time. Many people, when you tell them that, can you just be patient 1, 2, 3 years to build your own business, they prefer that they should work for 40 years and stay broke for 40 years. That's a very long time to stay broke. So this is the time for you to change your mindset. If you stay with me, I will be able to prove to you that Crowd1 can really change your life. First of all, let me settle your fears. Crowd1 is a registered, compliant company. At the bottom of each of our pages on our website, you will find this address, which is our head office, or our legal office, if you like, based in Dubai. That is the office that holds the golden keys to our precious business in Dubai. And then in Stockholm, we have our CEO there. You can see him there, Johan. He's based in Stockholm. And when he landed this year to be full-time on Crowd1, he said that he would like to have Crowd1 listed on the stock exchange. And below there, you see Sir Jonas Eric Werner. He is the brains behind this business. He is the founder member of Crowd1. Right, besides the legal office that we have in Dubai and the offices that we have in Stockholm where the CEO is, we have an office in Manila, which was opened 2019 in October. And then 2019 again, the first office in Africa was opened in Johannesburg, South Africa. Sandton at Nelson Mandela Square, the prime office space in South Africa. And on the 23rd of November, we were at Gallagher Estate, where we were celebrating the opening of the first office in Africa. In Malaga and in Spain, we've got offices there, which you can also visit. And a lot of people have opened offices, as I know, around South Africa, and this business is actually booming. Now, what is Crowd1? Crowd1, you can actually say one crowd, because we are building one global crowd. Crowd1 is a registered global online crowd marketing and networking company that is affiliated to the multi-billion gaming and entertainment industry. So, when we say global, we mean we are in over 90 to 100 countries. Some of the countries that I see on Crowd1, when I log onto my back office and I see the flags and the names, some of them I don't even know, but Crowd1 knows them. We are online, which means that your office is your cell phone. The cell phone is your office, and everything to do with Crowd1, you will access it there. And in your office, you know that you have to pay rent. So your rent here is data. Data is the new currency. You must have data so that you can access your things, and when they put you in WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups, you don't exit because you're afraid that you are losing data. You must invest in your business to grow it. Crowd marketing. This is an interesting term because this is the term that actually caused me to join Crowd1. Because as a media person from 1995, I've been involved with media development, with media, community media publishing. I am a publisher, as you saw on the second slide. Crowd marketing is something that we use a lot in the media because we have to go to advertisers and say, we have so many followers. And based on that, the advertisers will put adverts, either in the newspaper, in radio, or in television. But now, the unfortunate part with this traditional model is that the money from advertising does not reach the crowd. It ends only with the company. Now, Crowd1 has changed this and turned the model around, as I'm going to show you shortly. So Crowd1 used network marketing and technology so that we can be assisted to build this global crowd. And they are working with the gaming and entertainment companies to make sure that we benefit from being part of the crowd. They are not after your money. As I'm going to show you later on, your money can actually come back to you if you do as I will show you. So we have a company, AFFILGO, which is already talking to the gaming industry, and very soon an announcement will be made whereby we will know when our network levels and our dividends are going to be paid. Now, let's go. I say that Crowd1 has overturned the traditional model of the media, the newspapers, social media, television, radio, magazines, that the crowd is not paid. So Crowd1 is the only marketing business, crowd marketing business, that actually pays the crowd. It pays actually 80% of the money that comes from our gaming partners. The 50% profit share is paid back to the crowd, and the company only keeps 20%. A lot of these social media companies that you see here, none of them have ever given you a check or paid you for being a loyal customer. But Crowd1 has the app that pays. And the app that pays is the app that stays. We are actually Uberifying the network marketing business, as I will show you shortly. We have an app. Our app is, and you can find it on Google Play Store. You can find it on App Store. And it's a very small app. Very small, 3.5 megabytes. But what it does is a lot of work, which is even bigger than what other apps that are 60 megabytes to 100 megabytes can do, because it knows when I do a transaction now, it knows who and who and who and who should benefit from the transaction. Now, to protect this app, you cannot upload pictures through the app, because some of the pictures can come with viruses and they can cause our app to crash. So you need to go to Google Chrome and log in there if you are submitting your KYC documents or your FICA documents. Know your client, which is like sending your picture, your ID, passport, or driver's license. You will need to do it from Google Chrome. But do not search for Crowd1. Type crowd1.com at the top of Google Chrome in the address bar, not at the center of the browser where you need to search. Even if after typing crowd and then something appears saying Crowd1, don't click that link, because you will be led astray. You will go there to a phishing website which has the exact properties of Crowd1, and meanwhile on the address bar is a different address, and then you put in your credentials and you lose your account. This is very serious. You need to type crowd1.com and then say go. Then you will remain safe with your credentials. You need to create a very strong password. The password that you created when you are being assisted to join Crowd1 and to do payments and all that, in a very short space of time you must lose that password and create a very strong password so that your account remains safe. This is money that we are talking about here. Now, our journey starts 5 years before the 25th of January 2019. There was 5-year research and development and testing and doing this and that 5 years before the 25th of January 2019, when the pre-launch of Crowd1 started. The pre-launch ended on the 20th of October, when the guys who had qualified to go to the cruise landed back at their various countries. On the 11th of October, they stepped on the cruise and they had a 7-day working holiday on the Mediterranean, on the waters. The CEO, the founder member, the departmental managers, they were laying down the vision, the 60-year vision of Crowd1, how we are going to be earning money and how we are going to be building this crowd. On the 15th of November was the hard launch of AFFILGO. AFFILGO is our agent that deals with the gaming and gambling industry, entertainment industry. You see, with the gaming and gambling entertainment industry, the nice thing is that people who do gaming, they enjoy doing it, they know how to do it, and they are always doing it all the time. They will not stop now. So we do not have to teach them anything. All we have to do now is that Crowd1 is building this one global crowd, and there is no company that doesn't want to associate with an organized crowd. We are an organized crowd, and a lot of gaming companies are going to come on board. I will show you in these presentations those companies that we're already working with. So AFFILGO started working on the 16th of December 2019, and it has brought a few partners on board. On the 15th of November, again on the 2019, MIGGSTER, which deals with social gaming, mobile gaming and esports, software development and things like that, it launched. It started its pre-launch, and it's going to launch as soon as we reach 10 million in November or before November, depending on when we reach 10 million, because that's the target. The target of AFFILGO was 1 million, and now we're heading for 1.2 million. So we are on course. So MIGGSTER has started its pre-launch, and at the moment we are offering packages that have got both MIGGSTER owner rights and AFFILGO owner rights. And in these packages you get a top of the range real estate training package. Please use that training package and understand how you can invest in property. A lot of people join Crowd1 and they don't even bother to go there and watch the videos and download the notes and learn about those people who are property gurus, how they actually increased their wealth, and why property is a long-term asset and a long-term investment that can actually benefit you for a long time. With Crowd1, the earlier you join, the better. I'm going to show you why I'm saying that. Now, I spoke about owner rights, that you get MIGGSTER and AFFILGO owner rights. MIGGSTER owner rights are at the moment pegged at 50 euro cents, and as I'm talking to you right now, they are going to increase tonight to 69 euro cents. And AFFILGO owner rights are at 2 euro, and they are also going to increase to just above 2 euro. And that's quite interesting news. And all of us who are already inside, we know that the value of our owner rights or our profit shares has gone up. This now differentiates Crowd1 owner rights to reward points that you are used to, because with reward points you must keep on going back to that company to buy something so that your reward points can increase, but their value stays the same. You can have a smart shopper card, a Discovery, a Standard Bank account, you can have e-bucks, you can have a ShopRite X savings. The reward points need you to keep going back to buy something for them to increase in number, not in value. But owner rights, that Crowd1 owner rights, they increase in value depending on the activity of the crowd and the growth of the crowd. Like I said, tonight they are going up. and they will keep going up almost every week or every fortnight or every month, depending on the activity of the crowd. So let's get cracking and work this business. I said we have got AFFILGO and MIGGSTER owner rights. There are other owner rights that were acquired before 15 November 2019. These are AFFILGO owner rights, but now they have been converted to Pioneer tokens, and they sit in the transparent blockchain, and the company is going to announce when these owner rights or profit shares will start yielding quarterly dividends. You will be paid quarterly depending on how many Pioneer owner rights you have. We have also the AFFILGO owner rights, which you get now when you join the business. The AFFILGO owner rights will generate profit from the exciting world of online gambling, where we partner with leading companies to offer our members the best products and services. MIGGSTER owner rights are also available with your package when you purchase it now. MIGGSTER owner rights will generate profit from one of the world's fastest growing industries: mobile gaming, social gaming, and esports. Right, AFFILGO is already in the field working. We launched in Ghana, we launched in Nigeria, we launched in Kenya, we launched in Uganda, we launched in Zambia in that sequence. And then from there, we went to India and we partnered with Come On in India, which is now a partner of AFFILGO, a partner of Crowd1. Who said Indians don't do gaming? Here you are. And then from there, we went to Latin America, in Colombia. Code is listed in the stock exchange, and then we signed up with Code in Colombia and also in Mexico. Now, this proves that Crowd1 is a real company. As I said to you, that it is registered. Big companies like Betway, Come On, Code will not sign deals with a fly-by-night company. They will not sign deals with a briefcase company or a company that doesn't show any vision for the future. Here you can see it, and there's still more companies that are going to come on board. You just wait and see. Betway, for example, is the sponsor of West Ham United and other teams in Europe. And Lucas Hadebe, one of our very own, is the ambassador of Betway. Just before Christmas, we had a game, England versus South Africa. That game was sponsored by Betway. So we are at the beginning of things, and the earlier you join, the better, because this ship is going to sail very, very far. Now, coming back to MIGGSTER and the social gaming industry. MIGGSTER is the future of mobile gaming. If you look at these statistics of gaming, you will see that social gaming has become really hot. In America, in 2019, America alone, 1.6 billion social games was the revenue that was generated. Mobile gaming market revenue in 2018 across the world was 74.4 billion, and we have 7.5 billion people across the world. If this money alone was split amongst the 7.5 billion across the world, each person would have something quite viable to keep them going for a while. But now, if we can just get a fraction of this with Crowd1, we will be sitting pretty. Look at the percentage of people that play more than 10 hours a week across the world. 56%, which is over half the population of the world. And mobile gamers worldwide, 2.2 billion. I'm talking serious gamers who game online with other gamers sitting in other countries and then competing for their ego to be the leaders in those games. This year, 2020, hours of esports that will be watched globally is 11 billion. People around the world watching live online, 250 million. Just look at those statistics, and to think that we are already on track with this, it's quite alarming how much money we will be able to make from the gaming industry, the gambling and entertainment, and also the social gaming and mobile gaming industry, as you can see there. The statistic says that 194 billion apps were downloaded in 2018. Now you can see that this is very big business, app development and software development, and we are on the right track because over 5 billion people own a smartphone and they download at least one app onto their phone. And Crowd1 has the best app. The app that pays is the app that stays. The movement has started and they're going to change everything. With the launch of MIGGSTER, the next revolution in mobile gaming, things will not be the same anymore. Let me just take you through MIGGSTER so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Yes, this is MIGGSTER. Those who play games might have identified some of the characters there. It's quite interesting. You know, everything is coming to the small screen now, the cell phone. The new world order has started and it's got you in it if you are part of Crowd1. Mobile is expected to top TV in terms of daily screen time this year, and many of us will spend that time going through gaming through MIGGSTER. And a lot of advertising is coming to the small screen because your cell phone is part of you. You carry it everywhere where you go. You cannot go around carrying your TV. And also, when you are playing a game and an advert appears or comes and blocks your game, it will count 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and produce a skip button. You press that button, you're actually confirming that you're still there and you're playing your game and you watch that advert. Unlike TV, you can say there's 5 million TVs that are on at a given time, but how many of those TVs have got people glued to the screen? Because sometimes when an advert comes on, some people walk away to go to relieve themselves at the toilet or go and make coffee, but with your cell phone, you have it in your hands, and when an advert comes through, you actually watch it, and the statistics are accurate for the advertiser to actually know how many people watched my advert in such an area, because the statistics are there for them to go deep to that level. So we are going to change everything. And looking at the words that were said by our CEO when we were at the Gallagher Estate on the 23rd of November, he was talking about other companies, the big companies like Facebook, Google, that the advertising that they do, that money does not develop our countries. Like for instance, Africa, it goes and develops already developed countries. It goes to Silicon Valley, right? By enabling software developers to sell and launch at no risk or cost, Crowd1 creates jobs and drives trade to the third world. So our children that we send to school to learn software development, to learn programming, coding, computing and all that, when they come back from college or university, they have no jobs, but they've got a skill. Now they will be able to develop software and launch that software at no risk or cost. And then that will be jobs for them. Because now, not only do we break the digital divide that currently exists or turn it upside down, we also make sure that advertising money stays local through sales commission. Those of our children that will be developing this software, their money will stay in the local countries to develop those countries. And even now, as we work for Crowd1 building this crowd, the money that we get from Crowd1, we spend it locally. That is empowerment and that is creating jobs. Just listen to the CEO as he departs a little part of his speech that he delivered to us at Gallagher Estate. You take it over, Johan.
Two circles are the companies who do really good software development. And all of these software developments, they buy ads from Facebook and Google. All of that money, hundreds of millions of dollars, go to Silicon Valley. And it stays in Silicon Valley. And the advertising for those money goes out into the faces of people in the Western world. Facebook and Google, making money and selling ads in our networks on what we produce and what we create. These bastards are stealing our digital identities. And Africa, South America, Asia are the neglected countries of the world. You don't even get software here until 5, 10, or 15 years after they have already developed in the Western world. And as technology and new software is what's driving growth and prosperity in countries, we're increasing the digital divide, which means that the third world nations are falling further and further behind. Now, what Crowd1 enables is that we take these products and we sell them. They don't have to buy ads. We sell them in these areas. And when we sell them in these areas, the sales commission stays in the countries where they are needed. They don't go to Silicon Valley. They don't make the Americans richer. We are changing things upside down and making it great. We are changing the digital divide and turning it upside down. We will have the product first. We'll have the best products. We are bringing trade to Africa. We don't want charity. We don't believe in charity. We want people to have things that they can sell, so they can take themselves out of poverty, so they can create their own futures. Never give up, because impossible is
Nothing.
I said impossible is
Nothing.
no. So let's make sure that you really work this, help your communities. We are going to help you find the products you need. We are going to educate you and help you become better at what you do, what you want to do. We are going to help you also say how you're going to spend your money. Because a lot of you otherwise going to buy 2 million Mercedes and then lose it all, which is not good for anybody. We're going to make you sure that you invest your money and have them for kids and grandchildren, and buy houses and land and property. Because we want you to really become rich, not short term and long term. And we're going to be responsible in the gaming, and we're going to be responsible in whatever sense, and we are going to make this happen. Thank you everybody for being part of this.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you. You see, we are going to disrupt a lot of things, but in so doing, we will empower a lot of people. Now, how do you join Crowd1? We have got the black package. The black package is 5,500 Rand. That is 299 euro. With the black package, you get a wealth education pack that teaches you how to invest in property and make money from property investment, worth 299 euro, 5,500, and you get free owner rights that are worth over 6,000 Rand. You get 75 AFFILGO owner rights and 300 MIGGSTER owner rights at the old price of 5 euro cents and 2 euro. But tonight you will be getting less than that because the price is going up. So the earlier you join Crowd1, the better. With the black package, the nice thing is that you get 30% matching bonus. This means that you earn 10% from the people that join direct to you, and then you earn 10% from those that join direct to the people that joined to you, and then you earn 10% again to your third generation, which means 3 levels deep you are getting 10%, 10%, 10%. We have the gold package. The gold package is 799 euro, which is 14,500 Rand. With the gold package, you get a wealth education pack that is worth 799 or 14,500. You get free owner rights to the value of about 16,000 Rand, which is 1,000 euro. With this gold pack, you get 250 AFFILGO owner rights and 1,000 MIGGSTER owner rights. You earn 4 levels deep, 10% level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So this is a very good package as well. We used to have the Platinum package as the best value package before the introduction of the Platinum Pro benches. Now, with the Platinum, you get 2,499 euro worth of a wealth education, which is 43,000 Rand. That's the money that you pay for this package. And you also get free owner rights worth 3,500 euro, which is over 50,000 Rand. Now, with this package, you get 875 AFFILGO owner rights, 3,500 MIGGSTER owner rights at 50 euro cents. Now, With this package, when you have the required number of people that will have joined direct to you, you earn 5 levels deep, which is 10%, 10%, 10%, 5 levels deep. And on level 5, there's a lot of people there. Now, someone will say, hey, but I don't have the entry fee of or the entry amount of 5,500. Yes, we have an emergency brake. You know, when things go bad, you apply the emergency brake. So our emergency brake is the white package. This package might not last for very long because it is really long, and it is the one that has assisted us to build the crowd. But as we are building the crowd very fast now, something could happen to this package, but let's wait and see, because the audit is coming. So the white package is 99 euro, which is 1,800. You get a wealth education pack to that value, and then you get free owner rights of the same value as that. You get 25 AFFILGO owner rights at 2 euro and 100 MIGGSTER owner rights at 50 euro cents. Now, the unfortunate part with this emergency brake is that you only earn 10% matching bonus. So it is wise to actually come into the business through the black package. Now, this is our brand new introduction to our stable, the Platinum Pro, Open Cheese, the apricot. Now, with Platinum Pro, you saw how many owner rights you bought with the Platinum package. Now, with the Platinum Pro, you get two times that amount that you got with the Platinum package. So that's a lot of owner rights. You also get a magical 8% more streamlined bonus. Imagine if you're traveling at 100 kilometers an hour, and then you get a magical increase in speed without actually an increase in your fuel of 8%, and you're traveling now at 108 kilometers an hour. You will actually leave the other guys who are actually at 100 kilometers an hour, because you've got this magical increase without any additional cost. That's what happens with the Platinum Pro. You also receive a free Crowd1 Platinum prestigious card, the black card. You get it free of charge, and that's a very, very prestigious card. You will also get access to the new Crowd1 Pro support, which the company is currently setting up, and this is really good, guys. Nah? And then you also get exclusive Crowd1 concierge services. Before I had a Platinum Pro package, I didn't quite know what concierge services is, until when I had the Platinum Pro package. Then I started to know exactly what that is. You know, when you come to a hotel, they will take your keys, go and park your car, bring your keys back. They will take your luggage up to your room. They will check if you need anything. They will book for you all the shuttle services and things like that, you know. Now, when you have this package in Crowd1, when you come to events and there are things that are happening, you get treated like a king. That is the Platinum Pro package. But now, the unfortunate news is that there is only a limited number of Platinum Pro packages. So you better hurry and get yourself one. Now, when you talk about property investment, you talk about our partner, My Great Hub. My Great Hub is a world-class real estate training company that will teach you, if you look at all these topics here in property investment, they will teach you a lot of things in property investment. If you've got a white package, it will end somewhere there. The black package will end there. The gold package will end there. And then the rest is the Platinum package. Then you have all the information there. Like I said before, guys, go to education in your back office. Go step by step and study these things, because in Crowd1 you are going to be buying property, and you need to know how you invest in property. For example, you need to know what wholesale flipping is. A lot of people will not know that, but it's there in your back office. You will need to know advanced methods, you know, wholesale niches. All that is there in your back office. If you've got a Platinum package, you actually have got everything, because you've got the white, black, gold, Platinum. It's like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4. Now, there are 6 ways to get paid in Crowd1. 6 ways, 6 bonuses. excuse me. In your company, you only earn a bonus once in a year, and that's so if the company performed very well, you get your 13th check. But with Crowd1, we've got 6 ways to pay you. This one, the very first one, is called the Streamline bonus. The Streamline bonus is the only bonus that you earn just by joining Crowd1. When you register right now, I didn't say pay, but when you register, you get 9 days to pay for your package. But soon after registering, there are people that will start joining Crowd1 across the whole wide world. These are people that you don't know, you will never meet in your life. Even when you have got birthday parties and engagement parties, weddings and all that, they will not come to your parties because they don't know you and you don't know them. But they contribute to your Streamline bonus. After 1 hour, you might find that you've got 600, 700 people that have joined after you. After 2 hours, maybe about 1,005 or so. You know, in one day, you've got maybe 10,000 people that have joined after you. But you only need 250 people, which is about 15 minutes, for you to start earning or claiming free profit shares based on your Streamline. And you will see these people on your back office when you go down to the bottom of your landing page. You will see their flags and the names of their countries that they will be joining in those countries, and they will be joining after you, which means that they contribute to your Streamline bonus. What is the Streamline bonus and how does it work? I have recreated this slide to make it easier and simpler for everyone to understand. This is level 1 to 10 of the Streamline bonus. The Streamline bonus has got 20 levels. So now, if you have 250 that have joined after you, and on level 1 you could be the only one who you have not recruited anybody, you will be able to claim €2.50 worth of honor rights every Wednesday. It doesn't matter which package you are, as long as you have not recruited anyone, that's what you'll be claiming. When you recruit the first person, that first person will reflect on your Streamline bonus and you will be out of the picture, which means that you stay on that same level. When you recruit the second person, you move up the Streamline bonus. You will now be having 2 people that you have recruited, and you will start claiming now €5 worth of honor rights every Wednesday, and there will be over 10,000 people that have joined after you. Don't worry about this figure here, because if you are starting off now, the company is at almost up 1.2 million. So when you are starting now, there is a lot of people that know Crowd1 now, and this number will just be flying like a jet. You will not be able to catch up with it. So when you get your third person, you will be now claiming €750. Until the fourth person, you'll be claiming €10 every Wednesday worth of honor rights. Now, if you're on the white package, the white package will have come to an end there. When you continue recruiting people, you will need, or you'll be obliged now to upgrade to the black package if you are to continue to increase the number of profit shares that you'll be claiming every week. So the black package will take you up to level 8, which will be 8 people join directly to you. It can be all white or a mixture of different people, but it will be level 8. You will be claiming €75 worth of honor rights every Wednesday. And then the power of black will come to an end. When you continue recruiting, and as these people increase that are joining after you, you will now need to upgrade to the gold package. The gold package will take you from level 9 up to level 12. Now, you will be having 1.25 million people who have joined after you. Now, the company is currently in between 1.1 million and 1.250 million. So the company has not reached that level yet. So, which means we are all somewhere here on our Streamline. So, if you are on level 11 and you are on gold or platinum or whatever, or platinum pro or benches, you will be claiming €200 worth of honor rights. So those of us who joined even late, like I came in September, I am at that level now with my OpenGC, and I've got over 1 million people that have joined after me. So even if you are starting today, don't despair, because now the people are joining Crowd1 like it has become the latest hotcakes. So this figure of members joined after you will increase like crazy. So as we go on, as we are increasing our figures, because the target for this year, as I said earlier on, is 10 million. So on level 13, there's a lot of things that change there. First of all, you will need to upgrade either to Platinum or to Platinum Pro to be able to claim €500 worth of honor rights. And there must be 1.5 million people who have joined after you. But when you're on level 13, you must have 13 black packages joined direct to you. Which means that if you have got 13 people and they've all upgraded to black, you are at that level. The company here is trying to teach you that when you recruit people, don't just recruit them and leave them there or leave them on the white package. They must grow with you, because now you are on Platinum or Platinum Pro, but you are having people maybe on the white package. You need to assist them to grow as well. Level 14 is the same. 2 million people joined after you, but you must have 14 people on black who have joined direct to you. And then you will claim 750 euro worth of honor rights every week. On level 15, the scales go up a bit. You must have 15 people on gold who have joined direct to you. Even if it's all your people that have joined to you, 15 of them all have upgraded to gold, then you will be there. With 2.5 million people who have joined after you, then you will be claiming 1,000 euro worth of honor rights every Wednesday. On level 16, you continue with 15 gold that have joined after you. 15 gold that have joined directly to you, and the only difference now is the people who have joined after you, which is 3 million. But now you'll be collecting profit shares or honor rights worth 1.250 euro, 1,250 euro. Then on level 17, you will need to have 15 people on Platinum or Platinum Pro who have joined directly to you. So it will be 15 Platinum or Platinum Pro, and the other 2 to make 17 will be any other package above. And then you will be having 4 million people who have joined after you, and that's what you'll be collecting every week. On level 18, you will be having the same. Actually, up to level 20, you will be having 15 by Platinum Pro, and then or Platinum, and then you'll be having up to 10 million here joined after you. If there's 15 Platinum or Platinum Pro, the other 5 will actually be any of the other packages, most probably gold, who will have joined to you to make it 20. And then you will be claiming profit shares every Wednesday, honor rights worth 2.250, 2,250. That's 38,000 rands worth of profit shares that you'll be claiming every week. About 158 or 50 something there, thousand a month that you'll be claiming. So the streamlined bonus is powerful, and it needs you to build the crowd. So let's build this crowd, guys. Now the second bonus is the fear of loss. The fear of loss says, if we know that you have lost money, Triple M, KP, there was this famous 200 rand WhatsApp stock fell. A lot of people's 200 rands got missing there. So Crowd1 says, look, to prove to you that we are not after your money, come in with the emergency break, and then within 14 days, bring 4 more emergency breaks to join direct to you like that, and then we will pay you 125 euro. You joined in with 99 euro, and they're giving you 125 euro, which is 2,125 rand straight to your account balance. You can withdraw it immediately and go and spend it anyhow you want. Now, even if you have joined with the emergency break, if you bring in 4 black people, 4 black packages, people with black packages, you bring them 4 of them within 14 days, you then qualify for 375 euro. And this is over 6,000 rand and should be paid straight to your account balance, and you can withdraw and use it immediately. If within the 14 days you bring 4 people on the gold packages, you will earn 1,000 euro, which is over 16,000 rand. This will be paid straight to your account balance and you can withdraw it immediately. And this is the biggest one. If you bring 4 platinum within 14 days, you will be paid 3,000 euro. That is 50,000 rand at the end of the 14 days. That will be paid straight to your account balance and you can withdraw that money and use it anyhow. So Crowd1 is after you being part of the crowd, not you spending money in Crowd1. They want you to be part of the crowd so that when we approach these companies that we are approaching through AFFILGO and that we'll be approaching through MIGGSTER, we can say that we have so many millions of people and we can account for each and every one of them. Companies want like organized crowds, and this is what Crowd1 is doing for us. The third bonus is called the binary bonus. The binary bonus says you cannot walk on one leg. You need 2 feet to walk. If that is you, you need to recruit one person on the left and recruit the next person on the right. Then you unlock your binary bonus. These are the points for the packages. White gives you 90 points. Black gives you 270 points. Gold gives you 720. And Platinum, Uganda, gives you 2,250. Now, I will not talk about black, gold, and Platinum. I will only focus on white, teaspoon, because it will make our maths easier. If that is you and you recruit a white package on your left, you've got now 90 points. The system allows you to go in to your account and go to settings. You scroll down and then you switch over and say the next person that I recruit must go on the right. Then you put them on the right and then they pay, which means that you have 2 people, 1 on each side. You have unlocked your binary bonus. You only need to unlock your binary bonus once. You don't have to keep unlocking it. Once it's unlocked, then it's time for you to work and start earning. Now, there are people that will drop down below you on one of your legs, which you don't know. We call them spillovers. Those people are coming from your uplines. They've joined to your uplines and they're coming down below you. Now, they don't come empty-handed. Like us Africans, you know, when we visit long distance, you carry what we call umpago. It's the food that you'll be eating along the way. But you don't eat and finish it all. When you get to where you are visiting, you give them the remainder, you put it on the table for the children and others to eat. So these guys that you see below you, they don't come empty-handed. They know Ubuntu, they are African. They come with points. And then your team also, when it's working, it gives you points. Now, this is where the 1/3 binary balance comes in. This is a very interesting scenario and the first of its kind, where this binary bonus pays up to 3 times on one leg. If you have an elephant leg, like this guy here, you might find that this guy that just have got one person that they recruited this side and one on the other side. But now, because of the 1/3 balance, now if a member of their team or themselves, they recruit a platinum and a white package comes through, giving them a total of 2,340 points. Because of the 1/3 balance, it will multiply this side and check if it can multiply by 2 and wipe it off, multiply by 3 and wipe it off, and in this instance, this figure has to be multiplied by 3 to wipe everything that is on the elephant leg off. So now when you multiply and it wipes that off, then it means you add this and that, you get 9,720, and the company will pay 10% of those points, which is 972 euro. So it will pay like that. If you had 90 this side, if you had 390s this side, 90, 90, 90, and then a white package dropped in this side from your downline or from yourself, it will take the 390s there, 270 points, and then add this one, 360 points, and it will pay 10%, which will be 36 euro. It will pay you 36 euro. That is the example there. Now, here is an example of the performance of the binary bonus. If you look at this account, if you have an elephant leg and a titanium package drops on your weaker leg, immediately it will drop 900 euro to your binary payment. Now, this 900 euro, because Crowd1 wants to teach you to save, not the whole 900 euro will go to your account balance. 80% will come to your account balance, about 770 euro. I know because I have dropped this before. 770 euro, and then 20% will go to the auto purchase of profit shares or owner rights. They will buy you owner rights that they will add to your purse each time there is a payment to your binary payment. So here you will get 28%, 28 euro to your account balance, and 8 euro will go to the auto purchase of owner rights. If you look at this account here, from 1137 up to 552, 936, 108, and a lot of 36s. If you add all this up, if you can pause the video and add all this up, it's actually equivalent to 25,000 rand if you are selling gift cards. This is a lot of money to earn in a few hours in a day, and this is what Crowd1 can do with the binary bonus. We also have this bonus, the second bonus, that can also pay you every day, the matching bonus. A lot of people that you see buying cars, building houses, most of the money that they earn comes from the binary bonus and the matching bonus. They are earning every day. Unlike those people who are not building the crowd, who will come in with like 1,899 euro, and then they start asking, when are we getting paid? When are we getting paid? People are getting paid as you are sitting there at home. They are building the crowd and they're getting paid for it. And when the time comes, the company will announce, and every month they will be paid according to their network levels. Every quarter they will gain much more dividends than you, because they are accumulating a lot of owner rights. So the best thing to do when you get to Crowd1 is to work and build this crowd. Just like if you are employed by a company to do filing, and you come into the office every day, you don't do filing, you will be fired. But now Crowd1 doesn't fire you. They will pay you for those owner rights that you have. Imagine if you've got less than 100 owner rights, and the company declares that the dividend will be 10 cents per owner right. You won't be earning much. It would even be better that you just sell those owner rights to those who already have, so that they can add on to what they have. The trick, guys, is build the crowd. Build this crowd, and the company will punish you with money. They will pay you handsomely. Now let's talk about the matching bonus. With the matching bonus, when you're on the white package and you've got 4 people that have joined personally direct to you, you earn 10% from these 4 people. When they recruit anyone, you get 10%. Even if they recruited 39, you'll get 10% of that. And then when you have 8 people, you are actually forced now to upgrade to black, because when you are on black and you've got 8 people joined directly to you, you earn 10% from these people when they recruit. And when they recruit these guys when they recruit, you also earn 10%, which means you are earning now on level 1 and level 2. And then still on black, when you have got now 12 people joined direct to you, you earn from those that joined direct to you, the 12, and then 10% from their people and 10% from these guys' people. You are earning 3 levels deep. You start not to know some of the people in level 3. And then when you have 16 people, you are now forced now to upgrade to gold. When you're on the gold package and you have 16 people, you are earning 4 levels deep. 10%, 10%, that is 40%. And when you have 20 people joined direct to you, you are now earning 5 levels deep. There is a lot of people here on level 5, a lot. You will see a lot of €3.60s, €2.70s. You will see €10.80, €1.80, and so forth. Pages and pages of that a day. And this can be a lot of money if you add the binary bonus that you will also be earning on that same day if you are working on your weaker leg. It's a lot of money. And now when you are here on level on 20 people personally joined, you need to go back now and groom your team and make sure that they upgrade so that you will have a healthy streamlined bonus. Bonus number 5, network levels. This is like your pension fund. Network levels, you see, you remember that 9,720, the points that were accumulated on the other side. Those points, when you work your binary, when you're building your binary, earning those points, the company accumulates them for you on each time you earn in real time. And then as they accumulate them for you, they will pay you 10% that side, but when they come here, they will accumulate them and they will grade you based on the total points that you will have earned to date. That you're a team leader, you're a coordinator, you're a manager, you're a director, you're a president, or you're a senior president. And then here now is the residual income that comes into you month after month. If when I was talking about network levels, this is it. From team leader star 1 up to director star 1, it's 5% of your points that you earn every month. And then from director star 2 to director star 3, president star 3, you earn 10% of your points every month. Now, if you look at 10% of some of these figures here that the presidents earn, and you convert that to the currency of your country, you might think it's an airtime voucher for you to load into your phone, but it's actually money that people that have worked to build the crowd will be earning. So it's only advisable that you should work to build this crowd. We are yet to be advised what the percentage for these senior presidents will be. When you reach manager star 3, you qualify for the VIP vacation cruise that will take place in May. The cut-off period is January 2020, so you really need to pull up your socks if you want to be in that cruise. The last bonus is the affiliate residual bonus, which relates to the network levels that I was talking about, because AFFILGO, as it started to work on the 16th of December 2019, it is working to make sure that there is a cash flow so that it can satisfy those network level payments as well as the dividend payments that will be done quarterly. So AFFILGO is working, and the company will give us a date as to when the residual income will be paid, the first month, and also when the quarterly dividends will be paid. So we need to exercise patience, give AFFILGO time to work and accumulate money. While we are doing that, let's build the crowd so that we can continue to earn every day. And when the company announces these payments, we will be smiling all the way to the bank. MIGGSTER is still on the share offering stage. It will mature. The profit shares or the owner rights will mature when we reach 10 million and when MIGGSTER launches. And then these profit shares or owner rights will also be uploaded to the transparent blockchain, and then it will follow suit like what happened with AFFILGO. Now here is a summary of what we are talking about here. AFFILGO has actually launched on the 15th of November, and on the 16th of December started to work. Thank you, Rams, for this slide. AFFILGO is our agent, and it is dealing with the gaming industry. And when they communicate with the gaming industry, when they sign deals with them, it's a 50-50 profit sharing deal. The target for AFFILGO was 1 million. We are now heading for 1.2 million. Now, when AFFILGO gets this 50% profit share, when it comes to Crowd1, it is 100% of earnings for Crowd1. And Crowd1 will keep 20% for admin and all other things. And then it will look first to those people that participated in building the crowd, and it will pay them first. Month after month, they will be paid 40% of what will have come through. And then 3 months after that, the first quarter will start, where those who have got owner rights will start being paid quarterly payments for their owner rights, the owner rights that they have, which is also 40%. Now remember that these guys who have got who are on network levels, they have actually earned a lot of owner rights. So every quarter they will be making a lot of money here. Every month they will be making a lot of money here. So if you buy your package and you sit down, your dividends will be really small, and you might have to sell your owner rights, because when you look at the amount of money that these guys will be making in terms of dividends, you will feel like a drop in the ocean. MIGGSTER is the same procedure, same everything, but the target is that we must have 10 million people in the crowd. Let's build this crowd, guys. This crowd can only benefit all of us. So let us build the crowd, all of us. Imagine now we're at almost 1.2 million. If only 500,000 people bring 2 people into Crowd1 every month, which is a growth of 1 million every month. Or if they bring 2 people every week, that will be a growth of 1 million every week. So let's give ourselves targets and say we want to reach this 10 million by June, July this year, and we go flat out and bring people to this crowd. Now look at this account here. Nothing special about it. It's a very low account, even if it's on Platinum Pro. But what I want you to look at is the account balance, because that's what I'm going to talk about right now. The account balance is what you can actually withdraw. The potential bonus is what has been calculated for you based on your points, the points on your right, on your elephant leg. If you take this 52,020, you multiply it by 3, which will be this side, because you remember the 1/3 binary bonus. You multiply this by 3, it will give you a figure this side, and then you add back that, and then calculate 10% of that plus this. It will give you exactly 20,808. That is the potential bonus that you can make if you work 3 times more on the weak leg, and then you will clear all these points, and that will be 0, and all this money will come to your account balance. These are the pioneer tokens that are in the on the blockchain, which will wait for the company to announce the date for the network levels and the dividends. These ones are the ones that are being accumulated now, AFFILGO and MIGGSTER. This one will wait for that 10 million. But now what I want to talk about is this balance, because with this balance there are ways of joining Crowd1. If you've got 138 in your account balance, you can actually buy a gift code from Crowd1 worth 99 euro, and you can sell it to someone who wants to join Crowd1, or to a member who wants to assist their downline to join. So this gift code is like an airtime voucher. It's worth money, because the person that gives it to you has spent money on it, so you have to pay them back that money so that you can be able to use this gift code to join Crowd1. It is the easiest way to join the business, and it is also the easiest way to withdraw money from the business. But if someone is joining like the Platinum or Gold, sometimes you cannot get people who have got gift codes to that amount. So we use what we call cryptocurrency wallets. In South Africa, we use Luno, we use Altcoin Trade, we also use Coin Mama, which is also recommended by Crowd1 in the back office. But I tried to use Coin Mama, and my money was refunded back after they said they suspected suspicious activity. So now I'm using Luno. What you do if you are paying through cryptocurrency, whether it's Luno or Ethereum, you go to Crowd1 and you say, you choose the package that you want or that you want to upgrade to, and then you say you are paying with Bitcoin. When you say next, Crowd1 will give you a quotation which will say pay so many Bitcoin to this wallet address within maybe 3 hours or 8 hours. You copy all that whole paragraph and paste it somewhere and save it, while you transfer money from your bank account to your Luna wallet, to your altcoin wallet, to your Coin Mama wallet. And then when you get there, you will buy Bitcoin to that value as per quote. You will buy Bitcoin there, and then you send those Bitcoin to the wallet address given by Crowd1 within that specified time, and then you send it off. Within 15-20 minutes, you will change to the package that you want. Also, when you want to withdraw money, you can withdraw money from your Crowd1 back office straight to Bitcoin, your Bitcoin wallet. When it arrives in your wallet, it will be Bitcoin. So you must quickly convert it to your local currency, like to South African rands, because Bitcoin is a bit volatile. That's why they give you time limit to pay. It's a bit volatile. Each time Crowd1 has an event, Bitcoin suffers a bit because we use it to do payments. It's a medium of exchange. So you move it to your wallet for your local currency, then you send it to your bank account. It should appear the following day. You can also use secure wire transfer to pay Crowd1 or to withdraw from Crowd1, but you will need to wait for 2 weeks before the transaction is finalized. You can use Visa or MasterCard to pay or to withdraw. You will need to wait for 5 days to 7 days, but the money will come through. You can also withdraw straight to your bank account, which means also you wait 5 to 7 days to receive the money. The interesting thing is that we are waiting for Crowd1. As soon as AFFILGO has worked enough that the monthly payments will now be a possibility, they will start paying that. The buttons below each of these cards will be activated so that you can buy the card of your choice depending on your level. There are no credit checks. You spend what is in your account balance. Like if you look at the account that I was looking at, I showed you earlier on, the money there is 138 euro, which is over 2,000 rands. You will only swipe that amount because this card is accepted in millions of ATMs and point of sales globally. This card has got wallets. It takes both Bitcoin and fiat currencies. It's supported by Union Pay. Union Pay is bigger, or probably bigger, than MasterCard and Visa combined. So if you've got the blue card, or you are on the starter level, you have not recruited anyone, or you have not even attained the position of team leader star 1, you will get this card. The daily limits are very, very small on this card. But if you are on levels from team leader star 1 going up, this is the card for leaders. You will get it for 99 euro, and the daily limits are a bit high. The prestigious card is the black card. This card, the limits are really high. You can even swipe off a car and drive off. With this black card, if you are on Platinum Pro, you get it for free. So these are the cards. Be patient, guys. Wait for the company to announce that AFFILGO has worked enough and now they've got enough reserves to be able to start paying us. Then they will activate the buttons here so that we can start acquiring these cards and earning direct to our cards, and we go swiping. That's nice. Right, currently we have a special for one of our events this month end, our anniversary, 25 January. We will spend it in Manila in the Philippines. So there is a special that if you buy one ticket, you get one ticket free. So now you can buy that ticket, and it will be nice to actually visit Manila and see how they live there. I've already been sent by some of my team members that were working together. They've sent me a map where the hotels are and where the office is and so forth and all that. So we are really looking forward to going to this trip. And then in March, when we come back, we'll be in Durban. We'll go to Durban, and also it's 15 euro each, but the special ended around about 20 late 27, 28 November, that Saturday after we launched the office in Johannesburg. So you can buy one ticket for €15, but I'm sure the special might come back closer to the date. It's best to book your accommodation now in January while we're off season, so that you can get affordable rates. Then in May we have the cruise. The cruise is in May. You need to be manager star 3 to qualify for that. Let's work and build this crowd and qualify and get onto the cruise. Then on Black Friday we have an event in South Africa. It will be in November 2020 in Soweto. Smile and Rens are going to tell us about these guys. Take it off, guys.
Hey guys, we just ignited a rocket called South Africa 1 week ago, and we had more than 8,000 people there. The next event is 28th of March in Durban, and we expect how many people?
Wow, 20,000 people at the ICC Durban, KZN. You better be there, because 2020 is the best year of your life. If you didn't make it in 2019, it's never too late. The old hours are still there. That is the owner life. Remember Africa with Crowd1. And we got something very special that this is the first time you're gonna hear this from nobody else but except from these two guys. And it's behind these guys. We got George who's supporting this, Rance is supporting this, Emil and myself. It's all because we are having a big event coming 2020, and it's 90,000 people. 90,000 people.
Yeah, here in JB, guys, in JB.
In Johannesburg, you need an FNB stadium. So get ready. That will be our Black Friday in 2020.
We bring the whole world next year, November, to South Africa, guys. 90,000 people, almost 100,000 people.
Almost 100,000, man.
You have to be there.
So where to? That is Soweto, FNB, Johannesburg, 2020. 90,000 members to come through. See you there. Crowd1.
Yes, Crowd1. Impossible is nothing. Now, Crowd1 successes, they kill all discussions. You have seen this lady in videos a lot of times, building her mansion in Twamapumulo, MVOD, in KZN. At that time, she had a challenge that her red berry could not travel into where her mansion is, because when it rains, it becomes very muddy. So she has upgraded now to this higher car, which can actually now manage that terrain. So we congratulate her. And these other guys also, you know, that people are buying cars, building houses, and doing all these things. Documentation beats all conversations, because if you can see these things, other people in Crowd1 doing them, you can also do it. There is nothing that is stopping you from doing it. As long as you join Crowd1 and you start building the crowd, you can also be one of these people that we'll be talking about in the future, because Crowd1 is creating millionaires, and the evidence is there. It's not hidden from anyone. It is there for everyone to see. So come to Crowd1, and then you will have cars, houses, lands, you know, everything. What is your excuse? Look at this lady here, Chesion Zen. She's from South Katabatu. She doesn't have a projector, no laptop, no room in which to present, but just a tree. She has to plug this board on a tree and use this cocky pen to present to the people around there, because technology has not gone to this level at her place. But when she is done with her presentation, there's 100% sign up. This is really beautiful. What is your excuse? And again, I thank Rams for sharing this, because this is quite inspiring. If someone who is so limited in terms of resources can be able to do this and make money from Crowd1, when you have everything, a laptop, you have got a presentation venues, you can take your people to a presentation even without explaining the business to them. You can take them to a presentation and let them hear the presentation, ask questions, and then you enroll them. It's that simple. So what is your excuse? What is your excuse? You know, Richard Branson said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, just say yes. Then learn along the way how to do it, because there is nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. You cannot afford it in the future. It will be too expensive. Mark Zuckerberg invited 5 of his friends. Only 2 agreed to be part of Facebook and put money. The other 3, they went sideways. So these other 2, Dustin and Eduardo, are billionaires as we speak. But the other 3, they're not worth talking about. Just watch this video about Mark. This actually brings us to the end of our presentation. I will leave you to watch Mark Zuckerberg as an inspiration. Take it off for Mark and tell the guys what success means.
Visit our website startupstories.in for more inspirational stories and updates from the startup world.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. I want to share what I've learned about our generation and the world we're all building together. I'm here to tell you that finding your purpose isn't enough. Purpose is that feeling that you are a part of something bigger than yourself, that you are needed, and that you have something better ahead to work for. Purpose is what creates true happiness. You know, that movie made it seem like Face Smash was so important to starting Facebook. It wasn't. But without Face Smash, I never would have met Priscilla. And Priscilla's the most important person in my life. And a lot of people are feeling disconnected and depressed and are trying to fill a void in their lives. I remember that night I launched Facebook from that little dorm in Kirkland House. I went to Noakes with my friend KX, and I remember telling him clearly that I was excited to help connect the Harvard community, but one day someone would connect the whole world. The thing is, it never even occurred to me that that someone might be us. There are all these great big technology companies with all these resources, and I just assumed one of them would do it. But this idea was so clear to us that all people want to connect. So we just kept working on it, day after day after day. We'll always get criticized for moving too fast, because there's always someone who wants to slow you down. Some big companies wanted to buy us. I didn't want to sell. I wanted to see if we could connect more people. Nearly everyone else wanted to sell. Without a sense of higher purpose, this was their startup dream come true, and it tore our company apart. After one particularly tense argument, one of my close advisors told me if I didn't agree to sell the company right now, I would regret that decision for the rest of my life. Relationships were so frayed that within a year or so, every single person on our management team was gone. That was my hardest time leading Facebook. I believed in what we were doing, but I felt alone. And worse, it was my fault. I wondered if I was just wrong. An imposter, a 22-year-old kid who had no idea how things actually worked. Now, years later, I understand that that is how things work when there's no sense of higher purpose. So it's up to all of us to create it so we can all keep moving forward together. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before she finally wrote and published Harry Potter. Even Beyonce had to make hundreds of songs to get Halo. The greatest successes come from having the freedom to fail. Facebook wasn't the first thing I built. I also built chat systems and games, study tools and music players, and I'm not alone. The challenge for our generation is to create a world where everyone has a sense of purpose.
Thank you very much, Mark. Signing off is Austin Menzimo Senior. Thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you on the other side.